Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. Hey there, Cappy. I'm 17 and have listened to you for over a year now. I'm a big fan, but I need a view from a third party. I'm already in the Air Force delayed entry program. We had some Marine recruiters come in to our summer weightlifting program, and they did a physical test with us. I was talking to one of them, and I'm curious what you think. I did all right on the ASVAB. Is it ASVAB or ASVAB? And I'm mediocre physically. Well, you could change that. Can you please tell me the pros and cons of each and give some advice as to what you would do? My parents and brother don't think I should go with the Marines, but I've talked to some of the more knowledgeable people, and they said the Marines where it's at. Well, I'm sure there was Marines who said that, probably the recruiter. Thanks. Oh, yeah, and how much are you going to charge me, you prick? So I gave him a little bit of discount because he's going in the military. Well, here's what I would do, and this is just me, but then I was going to outsource this to one of my military buddies, but they never got back to me, and it's not that one's busy dealing with a death in the family, the other one I haven't heard back. So here's my real take on it. All right, Air Force is more, don't say I said Marines were stupid, okay? I'm just saying the Air Force is more technological, more cerebral, policy wonkish. Like, if you're in engineering and STEM, that's typically where you go, Air Force and Navy. If you want to fly drones and deal with satellites and computer programming and all that other stuff, that's fine. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get your ass shot up working in the Air Force, but it's more technology based because you're delivering platforms of weapons in the form of planes and whatever else into enemy territory. So that's going to be more, math, more engineering, more aerospace engineering, stuff like that. The Marines, that's more, quote, traditionally military. That's where you guys are the first motherfuckers on the ground. You will recapture that city. You will get more adrenaline. You're not sitting there moving a mouse, telling cruise missiles where to strike. You are on the ground. Now, of course, Marines have pilots. They have a technology aspect to it too, but that's what Marines do. So if you're more into the physical, on the ground, shooting your gun, you actually want to go into war, okay, the Marines would probably be your preference. But if you're more, like cerebral and like, okay, I want to do technological stuff, or you want to be a pilot, obviously, then the Air Force would be that. Now, my buddy, he did email me, and he writes, I would start with what attracts him to the Marines versus the Air Force. Marines really do not guarantee a position or specific MOS per se. He would be entering based on the needs of the Marine Corps. Essentially, Marine boot camp is much more challenging and warrior focused. It would be more suited for the individual that likes rugged activities and lots of physical exercise. The Air Force is less challenging as far as boot camp, but more technical and occupational specialties. Great bases and facilities in the Air Force. I guess if you want to kill things and blow up shit, join the Marines. If you want more of a technical 9 to 5, well, more like 8 to 5 job, then join the Air Force. It also depends on what his ASVAB scores are. If he is smart with the GT score, general technical above 110 or 115, he might be better off with the Air Force and get to pick what MOS he gets into. It really comes down to why he's considering military service. If he's, I think he meant in it, about learning the dark arts of being a killer for Uncle Sam, then join the Marines and go 0311 infantry and work his ass off to get into a recon section. If he's more of a wonk, then get into the Air Force. So there you go. We me and my buddy, we could kind of point you in the right direction, give you options, but we can't tell you what's for you because you got to do your own internal reflection and say, okay, what do I really want? So I don't know. Another thing that you might want to consider is what do you want to do when you get out of the military? That may also be it. If you're like, I want to work for Boeing, probably the Air Force. You're like, I want to kill people, probably the Marines. So anyway, hope that helped. Do some research online. That's pretty much all we got. It gives you the stereotypes of each. But yeah, man, you gotta search your soul and figure that out, and you'll come up with the answer. So best of luck to you. Toodles.